All right, yeah, go ahead, caller. What's your thoughts on Kiely Rodni? Are you there?
Yeah,
Hey,
here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What do you think, Kiely Rodni? What do you think happened? What are your thoughts?
Well, earlier today, I ran into your friend Austin. He told me about the hat that he found up the road, and he told me he didn't touch it. And I found it kind of odd that I just ran into someone. I'm thinking, oh, I haven't seen anybody here for hours. Anywho, one of the things that is, to be honest, kind of upsetting. It's upsetting the fact that you go try looking for Kylie, but no one kind of gives you a sense of where she's at. No one tells you, oh, go ahead and look here. The main story has been she was last seen at the family Prosser campground. And when you go ahead and you go to the family Prosser campground, you figure that that's not the right thing. You start talking to people, you start talking to, people who've been there for a while. They're like, no, it was not here, it wasn't here. And then you kind of have to figure out, all right, where was she last seen, And then if you look at the Cal Topo map, no one's really looking for her where she was last seen. Where she was last seen was a completely different spot where essentially most of the media or most of the stories are essentially being told that she's seeing, like right where Austin was in that area. And Austin didn't really even get to see the area that she was in, you really have to know what you're looking for. And
Well, do you know where it's at?
Yeah. You'll see sheriff's tape saying like, hey, this is a crime scene. They'll go ahead and kind of block off the perimeters, but the scene is now open. But the crime scene tape is still there, whether it's the tire marks that were going into Prosser. I checked that whole area, magnet fishing.
Oh, you did?
I did. I logged everything on Cal Topo, so you'll be able to see.
Wow. Well, maybe we can get you to live stream with us, and we can go out there with you. I don't know if you want to do something like that, but
let's do that. And
you got my information, you got my number. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, sir. No, sir. Whenever you want to do it, we'll do it. I mean, I think we get together with you and Austin, and we can have both you guys on out there. We each guy have a camera. We set it up. We'll set it up. I think it'd be great. Might find something.
Yeah, sounds good. The only thing that I did find, I mean, I can tell you, it's I found a lot of evidence. The fact that it's a highly trafficked area by kids, who like to go hang out. I mean, I found glow sticks, glow glasses, corkscrews, bottles, cans, Trulies, you name it. I'm talking it's
How do you know what some of that stuff is? Are we talking like illegal narcotics or something of that nature? Is that?
I did not find any evidence of any kind of mushrooms or any kind of illegal narcotics, but popping. I mean, there's hundreds of bottle caps. I'm talking lots of it. I put them on my YouTube channel. It's only a 6-minute long. I went ahead and live streamed myself, but it's still buffering to try and upload. But it's a 23-minute video that I did around the entire area and kind of just like, let you guys able to observe and see everything that I went through and everything I've seen. But it should hopefully upload soon. It's been uploading for a while, but I did see that I uploaded one that was 6 minutes long, so you're able to kind of see.
Wow.
Anywho, my whole point is it's a little frustrating when you kind of spend days on end looking for her, and then you find out you were completely looking in the wrong area, and I'm sure that's for a purpose.
What do you think happened to her?
To be honest, like I told Austin, I think what happened is I think it was foul play, 100%. That's what I think.
She was abducted.
Foul play. Yeah, but I think she's here somewhere locally. I think somebody probably has her has the car in the garage, like you were stating. Probably
the car's got to be somewhere. A car just
unhook the battery. Yeah, it doesn't disappear. To do one of those challenges where you kind of go to your neighbor's house and you go, "Hey, let me look in your garage," And then you kind of just look into garage, and it's kind of one of those self-verifying things where you and your neighbor kind of look into each other, making sure there's no cars there. I know for a fact the FBI has been all around Prosser kind of looking at people's homes and saying like, hey, can I go ahead and look in your garage, and we kind of just want to take you out of the equation. And so they have been doing that all around that area.
Let me take a quick comment. Lex Luthor says, All American Dream Chaser. What happens to junked, scrapped vehicles at the junkyards? Allegedly, there's one nearby that area. Are they listed in a database reported to law enforcement? Please see this. Yes, they can't. You got to have a title, and yes, they do take down that information. They'll take the VIN number. You can't scrap a vehicle without a title. At least in my state of Arizona, I know because I've actually scrapped some vehicles. I'm a big car guy. I'm big into cars. That's my thing. But I just know that they're not going to a legitimate scrapyard will not take any vehicle without a title, and that's going to be a clean, open title. It can't have liens. So I mean, they got to have a title to it. They won't touch that car. But no, thank you for that comment, Lex Luthor. Yeah, somebody saying something about they think it's in a scrapyard or junkyard. I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. I mean, if it ends up there, I think the FBI will be down there in a heartbeat. Go ahead, caller. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's fine. And the other thing is it's like one of the things I've learned from American that's their channel, from the Adventures with Purpose. Is
those guys are awesome.
Try to find out. Right. Absolutely. I emailed them, and I'm sure hundreds of us did. And so I'm glad they're going to make their way up here this Friday. But one of the things they always talk about is hard shutdowns versus soft shutdowns on the cell phones, and so then you're able to kind of figure out, wait, was this foul play or was it not? Soft shutdown being, the battery ran out and it shut itself down, or you turned it off on your own. Versus a hard shutdown, it's like you get in a car accident, your phone just breaks to pieces, or somebody maliciously breaks it apart and takes it apart. So knowing those kind of things kind of gets us, and I'm sure we're not privy to a lot of things, but we're trying to figure out process of elimination, what to do. But best thing I think we can do is self-check each other. Check your neighbor. Is there something suspicious that you're now seeing? Was your neighbor's garage always open and now it's closed? That kind of thing.
When you're saying your neighbor, are you talking like a neighbor near the campground, or are we talking a neighbor just anywhere in Truckee? I'm just curious, or maybe perhaps by her parents' house or something like that. I mean,
they've been eliminating all the individuals from the Prosser area.
Okay.
So I'm sure they've been doing their due diligence, but how do you justify essentially them coming to the other local neighborhoods and saying, hey, this is the FBI, can I check your garage? It's like, come on, so what I'm saying is, just self-checking with neighbors is like each neighbor kind of just checks their own stuff. I check my neighbor's house. You don't want to have a random person saying, hey, let me look in your garage, because that's weird in itself. Like, I don't want you scoping at the stuff I have.
Well, it's dangerous. So you might come up on the perpetrator. He might be armed. You don't know. You don't know who you're dealing with out there. It's dangerous. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
It has to be somebody like a neighbor that hey, let me just check your garage. I don't know. I feel that the car is still here, and I think that's why the whole focus has been here. And personally, I think that my spidey senses tell me,
spidey senses.
Yeah,
you've got to be a young guy. You say that sounds like something one of my kids would have said. Spidey senses.
I have two young girls, and that's what I've been out looking
my
for.
My spidey senses. I love it.
I watch a lot of Disney.
God, spidey senses.
That's all I got.
No, I appreciate you calling in. What I don't know what. I guess, let me ask you, what would you tell these young guys and girls that were out there that may know something? What would you say to encourage them to come forward?
You got to kind of put yourself in other people's shoes, and it's very, very hard to do. But one of the things you got to keep in mind is that, the longer you let this kind of stay with yourself and the longer you kind of keep it to yourself, the more it's going to eat at you. And in the long run, you're going to think about it. Was it really worth it? Was it really worth keeping that piece of information that, you could have, given to someone, a friend, even if you don't want to say it yourself? But best thing is like, don't let it eat you up. You
Yeah.
know, call someone, whether that's, a friend of yours, or the hotline, or anonymous tip line, going to the library, whatever resource you think that you can use to not be identified, if that's what you want to do. I think not letting it eat you up for years. I think that
Yeah.
that coming forward now would be probably one of the greatest things you could possibly do.
Yeah. I thank you for calling. Give me a call after the show if you would. I'd like to connect with you if you wouldn't mind, and we'll put something together with you and Austin. I think we could do something really exciting for the viewers, and not only that, but it might be something that we can put together that we might actually be able to find something out there. If I think
You got it.
if we try hard enough, we all work together. We might be able to
You
put
got it.
something. I appreciate that. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
After the show, give me a call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I will. And my YouTube channel is Checkit all together, and
Hmm.
then TV. Um, yeah,
No, that's awesome. You come on here, we'll put something together. We'll help promote your YouTube channel as well. I think that's great.
you got it.
All
I'll
right, my
do that.
friend. All right, thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, bye bye. Yeah, interesting. So I got a caller from Truckee there.